Jurgen, just to check, is Firmino ready to start again? And what will be, I suppose, the key factors in your decision whether to bring him straight back in for Daniel or not?
Sorry you said that, to make that reaction. No, yes, he's ready. Yeah, why should I think then about Bobby?
Well, I just think, what would be the key factor as to whether you bring him straight back in or
look, that's why
to go with Daniel again? Or?
Oh, I know. Did I speak a lot about lineups here in the past? I don't think so. But in general, no, we're still off topic, right? Yeah, there's so far there's obviously no reason to think about Bobby. It's about thinking about how could we line up in general differently. Could they play together? Yes, of course. That's all that. But it was just positive, the impact Daniel had, and it was an intense game. It was, it was a fantastic game of him, to be honest. So that's the best news. And so now we know more about that, and that a lot of games will come. And so good to know about that, and so that's why I was so pleased with the performance, because it's always easy it could be. Not only easy, and sometimes it's the truth as well that the players say, now I play, but I don't have the rhythm. But he had minutes before that and a lot of good sessions, and so he had rhythm and played really well, so that's good. And how I said, a lot of games to come, and so and these two boys can play together as well. They did in the past, by the way, and they can do it again.
Mo Salah has only scored one less than in his first 6 games last season, and it's only the 3rd time he's gone 3 games for Liverpool without scoring. He's never gone 4 games for Liverpool without scoring, by the way. Yet at times this season, he seems to have looked a little bit frustrated with himself. From your perspective, where would you say his level is at the moment?
Oh, on the defensive side, the last 2 games were outstanding. Perfect point. So important in these games, especially. So that shows everything, or says everything about him. That he's really ready to work for the team in these moments, and it's a completely normal situation for an offensive player that they have times when you don't score. But he's still a threat. He had fantastic situations, offensive situations in the game, in both games, both the last games. So he is in a good shape actually. Yeah, and then finishing is something you never can take for granted. I never do that, and the players should never do that, and so only the supporters are allowed to do that, actually. But it's really in good shape, and the most important thing is physically in a very good shape, and that helps.
And Virgil said this week that you have 4 competitions to play in. You want to win everything. That's basically the mindset at the moment. So, in terms of winning everything, how realistic a proposition is that? With 4 trophies to go for.
He used the word want?
Yes.
Yeah.
We want.
How could we not want? To be honest, that's of course we want. Unfortunately, I want that already for my entire life, and it didn't happen too often, obviously. So that's how it is. Nothing else to say about it. It's still unbelievable, but it's still early in the season. So yes, and we had a good start. That's all, and that's why maybe these questions come up. If we would have lost 4 of the first 5, then nobody would ask that, or in a different way. So that's all okay, but didn't change our mindset for a percentage. We are completely focused on the next job to do, and that's Southampton, and nothing else is really interesting for us. The same way, or would we talk about? You're 2-0 up, you have to control the game better, stuff like that. So life is not that easy. So we were a bit lucky that Bobby obviously found a fantastic way to decide the game. That was really cool. It was deserved over the full 95 minutes, for sure as well. But that's not a sign for anything. That's only, I saw in the face, my feeling was as well, it's not over. So we can score. Still, that's of course, but it was not for sure, and but it happened, and we have to make sure that things like this, that we decide games, will happen much more often. And the next one is, how I said, is the most difficult one. Now Southampton, they have their own situation which I want to improve, and coming here well, I'm pretty sure with a clear match plan, and then we have to find solutions again, and that's really difficult. And what do people expect? And are we ready to create the best atmosphere of all games so far? That would be cool. Nice. We play at 3. Maybe after halftime, at least it could be dark, and then we have kind of a European night if we want. So let's do it. Let's play the best game, because nobody. I remember when people spoke to me about the next 7 games 2 or 3 weeks ago, and nobody mentioned Southampton. That was funny, and nobody mentioned Southampton. That was funny, and I always had to remind them, and that's the thing, and that's the challenge. Not really for us, but being really focused on the next game always, or on the game you play in the moment. That's the job to do, nothing else. And then working on for the little advantages in a game like that. Really hard working for that. That's the thing we have to do. Finding different solutions. Being, what I said many times, staying angry. That was, by the way, that you opened an app. So that's it. That's it. Really. No, it was not. No problem. Did the camera catch that? That's it. We have to be really in the situation constantly. And for us, nothing changed. You cannot imagine. It's not that the mood in the team is good. It was good at the start. It's not that we are flying in training. We don't have a lot of training because we recover most of the time. But it's not like that. If I would see somebody lose a bit focus, I can be really angry about that. So far, nobody gave me the chance to do so. Or I didn't have to do it so far, but it still can happen, and that's all. Being 100% in the game and show Southampton how difficult it is to come to Anfield. That's the job to do for Saturday.
Danny Ings has made a decent start since he joined Southampton in terms of his goal return. He was so unlucky, wasn't he, at Liverpool, and with injuries, and never really got a clear run at things, but he'll be keen to make an impact. You can bet your life on that.
Everybody at Melbourne, probably not only Melbourne, loves Danny Ings. So he was a fantastic guy. And when he scored his first goal, it was like would be our player. Okay, he's only on loan, but he scored for Southampton. So it's really nice. And to be honest, I'm not. It's good that he cannot play. He's in good shape. He's always a threat, and I'm sure Danny is a football player. And then in a game like this, you would like to show that your time at Liverpool was a bit unlucky. When he loves all the people here as well, that's how it is. But the rules are he cannot play. So, but we follow his games really closely, and like seeing him performing. He's one of our boys. Still, it's not too long ago that he left. Yes, he was unlucky. He was injured a lot, but he was always around, and so we have all a really close relationship to him. Yeah, really happy for him that it works out like that.
Last season, after Champions League games, you drew 6 of 12.
Finally, somebody comes with a negative. I'm really happy about that.
Well, I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm giving
we drew 6 now.
I'm giving a chance to offer a positive in terms of, is that something you've looked at how to address this season?
No. It's always difficult. If one team plays during the week and the other team doesn't, as one team has a lot more time to prepare the game. In this case, now Southampton played on Monday night. Okay, have a game less, but at least they played only one day before us. But that's always a difference. But Tuesday, Saturday should not be a problem. It will not be a problem focus-wise. I'm really pretty sure. We have to prove that still, but I'm pretty sure that it will not be a problem. But we need, like we always need, the game from Tuesday night in an empty stadium, we have no chance to get a point. That's the truth. So the people made the difference. Yes, together with the boys, 100%, but the people made the difference. So now we have to show all that we can switch between competitions on Saturday afternoon. That we don't. We have famous European nights, but I think the boys deserve a brilliant atmosphere, not only a good one, a brilliant atmosphere, and that's what we need against Southampton. This league doesn't wait for you, so it's like if you want to be somewhere in the first part of the table. You have to win from the first day, and if you don't want to stay in the league, you have to pretty much to keep contact at least from the first day. And so it's like, and that's what Southampton has to do, obviously. And they have a really good team, good individual developments. Brought in with Westergaard, a really good centre half, very physical guy. Højbjerg stepped up, Long and Ingsy up front. Austin, Gabbiadini, that's already a lot of quality. Even if Ingsy cannot play and Gabbiadini maybe not, but then there's still Long and Austin. Then you have Ward Prowse. Didn't start in the last game, but what a footballer he is. Yeah? So in all that stuff, so they have a really good team. We don't have to talk about the fullbacks, Bertrand and Cedric. That's all real quality. The goalie plays a good season. So to be ready for this game, it's not important who we played before. It's not important what we did last year with drawing 6 after playing Champions League. Nobody's tired in the moment. Nobody. It's not that we should say, okay, Tuesday we played. Oh my God, when is the next game? Saturday. That's a perfect break. That's no problem. And so we will be ready tomorrow, but I'm sure we will be able to show. We have still to show it. That's all.
I'll give you a positive on that. Last season, everyone was talking about your front three. This season, it seems to be the